we still faithful. I'ma put it all on the table. We forever faithful. Yeah, we still faithful.
Well, there you have it, 49er faithful. The San Francisco 49ers on Saturday have dealt wide receiver Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders in exchange for a fifth-round pick in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft, according to multiple reports. What a move! What a moment! Niner fans will look back on this and say, wow, what a day in 49er history, because Deebo Samuel, for a long period of time, was one of the most beloved 49ers in recent memory. His 2021 season cannot be understated, cannot be forgotten. It is legendary in the eyes of 49ers fans, but ever since he was given his large contract extension after that year, things just kind of hadn't been the same. And Deebo Samuel had been a declining player over the last few seasons. If you've watched 49er football, you know that. But Deebo definitely accounted for a ton of big-time moments, made a ton of big plays in big games for this 49ers football team, whether it's the Dallas Cowboys wildcard playoff game, whether it's up in Philadelphia a couple years ago when Deebo absolutely just took over. Deebo was a big part of this team, and now he is a Washington Commander, and this move comes, at a strange moment, because due to the 49ers trading Deebo with a pre-June 1st designation, the 49ers will be taking on a $31 million dead cap hit, which tells you just how eager they were to move on from the diminished wide receiver. Now, according to Spot Track, that dead cap will be spread over the next 2 seasons at the tune of about $15.1 million in reduced cap space the next 2 years. But it does save Jed York and the 49ers a ton of money in terms of cash. I believe in 2025 it saves them over $17 million, including a $15.4 million option bonus that was due to Deebo on March 22nd. So in terms of actual cash, there is a savings there. But in cap space, the 49ers are taking a huge loss. Now they obviously feel like they can stomach it. They feel maybe that they've planned for it. You do have free agency upcoming, as well as, the 11th overall pick in the upcoming draft if you choose to go that way in replacing Deebo. You do have Ricky Pearsall, who is an up-and-coming wide receiver. Juwan Jennings came on strong in 2024. But the Niners will definitely be looking to make some moves and add to that wide receiver room now that Deebo Samuel is gone. But just wow, what a day, what a moment. I'm sure Niner fans will remember where they were, what they were doing when they heard the news that Deebo Samuel was dealt. Look, as far as my personal thoughts on this go, the writing was on the wall. The time was coming. Deebo had been a diminished player ever since he signed that contract extension. Yes, he had some spectacular moments, but I mean, just look at Deebo this past year, whether he was, getting into scruffles with teammates on the sideline, moaning and bitching on Twitter about his usage, only to go into the game that weekend and have one of the worst performances of his entire career. Deebo is not, who he once was as a player, and it was very, very apparent. The 49ers, it'll be addition by subtraction when it comes to Deebo Samuel. The 49ers will get better with Deebo Samuel off this roster in 2025. Whoever they add, I believe, will be an upgrade over Deebo, if I'm being quite honest with you. And it will also allow the 49ers to get a little more creative. Deebo was a limited player. He was only good for running the ball every now and then, some tunnel screens, some slants. He wasn't a solid, all-out route runner. He was very limited in what he could do on the field. So whoever the 49ers bring in, conceivably will be a more well-rounded receiver and allow Kyle Shanahan to do some different things. He won't be so hamstrung, won't be so limited into what he can call when Deebo's on the field. And, that has me excited. If you're going to pay Brock Purdy what everyone believes you're going to pay Brock Purdy, you need to let him sling that thing, and you need to get him some more well-rounded wide receivers. Deebo Samuel, he was a great talent in his day, but that day has come and gone. And now the 49ers kind of have a fresh start at wide receiver. You're going to have Ricky Pearsall coming in year 2 being relied upon in a big way. Brandon Ayuk whenever he does come back, if he comes back. We're all hearing the reports that the Niners may be listening to offers, but that's a whole different video. The Niners are going to have a different look to them at wide receiver this year. Deebo's not going to be back, or not Deebo. Brandon Ayuk will not be back until maybe midway through the year, and so the Niners early on are going to have a different look to them with Ricky Pearsall, of course, Juwan Jennings, and whoever they add. I would definitely think that the Niners may go to the free agency well with a wide receiver, but wow, it's just a crazy day if you're a 49er fan. I mean, who would have thought? In 2021, who would have thought that just a few short years later, Deebo would be on his way out for only a 5th-round pick? Thank you, Deebo, for what you did in the red and gold, but I think the time had came, and I think the 49ers did what was best for them in the moment, and really they did what was best for Deebo too. Deebo wanted a fresh start as well. So, Niner fans, let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'm really curious to see how 49ers fans feel. I know the fan base has been torn on this whole Deebo Samuel situation. So, let me know what you guys think down below. I'll be back soon.